You lost your place when you thought you had her in your hands. Now we out to chase freedom, power, our little secret. She was by herself when she was with you. No more chances through, so go. Yeah, do you? I'm on 100, racing on the grind, making all these moves, waiting for you to lose, waiting for you to choose. I don't wanna amuse, wasting time isn't the smooth way of picking just who gonna get you all paid. Having you in the pool, you sipping on the Bombay, one naked inside the cruise. Decision easy to make, love got you attached, memories never fade, memories stay intact, and I know it's hard. Trust me, I ain't down up on my lonely. I don't need you, but I want you through the battles and the journeys. Are you built to be my homie? A lot of women acting fake just like that tiger. Name is Tony, go ahead, you can get to know me. I get to know you, little less slip, more grip. Let me unfold you, let's go together through the night. Cold weather, I'ma keep you warm, but you gotta leave for the better. You lost your place when you thought you had her in your hands. Now we out to chase freedom, power, our little secret. She was by herself this whole time when she was with you. No more chances through, so go. Do you? Don't get upset when the pleasure turn to pain. Sunny weather finna change, no umbrella for the rain. Cause you stuck with a choice you didn't make. It's a choice you dying with, as read up on your grave. Neglected the game you went to play, had a wall you couldn't climb, always kept the feelings gray. I reckon the energy you bring is the energy received. Squeeze the loving out of me, throw it away. Something smelling in the air and you're next to it. Don't try to say he loves me like you never would. You don't know how to tell him I just wanna leave and never come back. Found myself a king on the rise, I'm a queen on this side, and we gon' live our life, don't look back. So lost your place when you thought you had her in your hands. Now we out to chase freedom, power, our little secret. She was by herself this whole time when she was with you. No more chances through, so go. Do you?
Yo, what's good, everyone? Welcome to Pure Art Podcast, episode 44. And we got a special guest on this episode. The crazy thing is with the special guest, too, like he was Duhon, he was our last guest of the year in 2021. He's our first guest of 2022. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't even think about it till earlier today. I was like, I said in the chat, I was like, hey, bro, did y'all realize this?
Yeah, that's just crazy how ironic that just happened. So it's all perfect timing, I guess. You dropped that new project. So We
Yeah,
can
it's
talk
fire,
about it.
man.
We did say we're bringing them back once that project drops. So
Yeah, nah, we said we had our word on that, and
Facts.
it was valid. So he gave
Oh
us a
yeah,
word, and he
we
finished
got
that
Darneezy
project.
back. We got Darneezy back.
Oh
we
Oh
yeah, because I wasn't on the
yeah,
last one. Yeah,
nah.
nah, I'm back.
took a week off again.
How was your Valentine's? Your late Valentine's Day?
Oh, late Valentine's. Nah, it was solid. It was cool. Nothing crazy. Something small. Restaurant type, but. Nah, it was cool. Just had to celebrate on a different day. Sometimes you can't celebrate on the same day.
Facts. You
Things
held it
happen.
down with that album review.
Oh yeah,
Facts.
we busted out that one. Yeah, we got to get another one in soon too.
Yeah, I'm trying to
Sure.
do that Conway, the Machines
Oh
Gun
yeah,
album.
Conway project. Yeah, nah, that thing go hard too.
Or we
Conway
could do our
doing
special guest, his project too. To be honest, like,
it.
shit, I'll be down for that. But yeah, we got tons of reviews we could do. But before we bring it in, I want to show y'all. I just got this. Got this package in the mail today. You know what I'm saying?
Major
I
bag
got
alert.
that. Now I got that common vinyl, bro.
Oh, we got the
It's,
common joint.
yeah, well, it's the Beautiful Revolution Part 1 and Part 2, and I pre-ordered it, and they were sending it, and like they just sent it finally. Secured that, bro. I was hella happy. I was like, cause, bro,
They
when I
limited on
pre-ordered it,
those probably.
not it's like limited edition, but it also like when I pre-ordered it, bro, like it was like August, like last year or something. So, and then I seen an
Dang.
email. They're like, oh, like not till like they're not sending it out to February, and I low-key forgot about it. I was like, oh yeah, and I just got it in.
Making home to Major bag
Yeah.
alert.
So shout out Common. You know what I mean? I'm about to bump that. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, he got a vinyl player.
Yeah, I got a vinyl player
Okay.
now, so I'm happy as hell about that. That's the only reason I got it, because I got a vinyl player. You know what I mean?
Sure, we're
I'm trying
not
to get
giving
more
it.
vinyls.
I don't got a vinyl player, so
I thought that was our next giveaway.
our next giveaway.
You said, wait, well, hold on. You said put that on the next giveaway.
We do a whole little Twitter giveaway like since like we haven't been on since we did that. That was like
I'm
last
not
month.
giving that. I'm not giving that away. Sorry, people.
And people go crazy on
Some-
that. You never even know.
Oh yeah, nah. Some people, nah. I'm not giving that away. I'm not that.
We did a whole Twitter giveaway while we were gone, man. So shout out to the winner of that, and she got her package, and
Yeah.
thanks.
Yeah. What do we give out? Louise?
Weezy F and the F is for Funko. The Funko Pop.
Funko Pop.
Give baby, and the F is for Funko.
And the F is for Funko. Nah, that's hilarious, bro. But shoot. Yeah, man. I guess with that, you guys trying to get this started? Mama leaving waiting for too long.
You got anything you want to say,
Yes,
Darno?
sir. Nah. Yeah, nah. Let's bring them on.
Let's go. All right, let's get it.
And I've been waiting, baby.
Yeah. Hey, what they been waiting for? What
Facts.
they been waiting on?
Now,
Special.
what's good? What's good, Duhon?
Man, I'm doing good. I can't complain, Happy the project dropped, so finally back again, back
Yeah,
again, the special guest, so which is cool because I'm a back to back, so I'll take it.
exactly.
I'll take it. But no, yeah, I'm just blessed that I'm able to drop this project and everyone's able to hear it, So
Yeah, definitely. We're definitely about to be talking about that project pretty much this whole episode. We're gonna be playing a couple tracks too. I know in the very beginning, we played what was that? You Lose.
Yeah, You Lose, Trust Me.
Yeah, so we played that one in the beginning. We got 3 more that we're gonna play throughout the episode. Yeah, the super dope project. We're definitely gonna be touching on that. Also, just for people who want to know, it's an EP. Let me put this one right here.
Yeah.
Sorry Summer EP out now on all platforms, everything. YouTube, Spotify, Apple. Is it on SoundCloud?
Everywhere.
SoundCloud, Google, Amazon, whatever you listen to music on, it's on it, right?
Shoot, iHeartRadio, shoot, Pandora, it's on everything.
Yeah, Pandora. I be listening to that Duhon radio on Pandora. You know,
Look, oh, you have to look on
facts,
repeat.
man.
I'm at the local swap meet handing out, hard copies, bro.
Yeah, no
Hard
bootleg
Hard drive,
copies.
hard
Like
drive.
we like back in 2001, bro. We out here, man.
You got archives out the trunk.
Backpack.
Hard copies.
And I went down
Facts.
to Compton swap meet. Me and Kendrick.
You giving out PRP business cards and Duhan Sorry Summer EP tapes.
Yeah.
So it's going out the whole
School.
package.
Hustle.
Don't sleep on that.
Facts. But yeah, for people out there, man, it's literally 8 tracks. You know what I mean? I believe the runtime is like 22 minutes. Definitely easy to listen to. You know what I mean? When you got the time, you can listen to that anywhere. If you're working out, you in the car, driving, you washing dishes, you doing whatever you want to do, go bump that track. The whole EP. It's super dope, but you'll hear, especially, you know what I mean, you're gonna hear 4 songs, so you're gonna hear how it's like, you know what I mean, while you listen to it. So you're gonna be like, oh shoot, let me go listen to that real quick. I'm sure some people already heard that first track and already like, yeah, I'm gonna go.
I'm already about to dive into it. Yeah. That was a groovy track. Nah, that first track was pretty like groovy. I like the instrumental on there. It's pretty dope.
Definitely. Yeah, no, that track was definitely it was something I've been wanting to do, because I love funk music. Funk music is like one of my favorite kind of alleyways. And so like I've always experimented in it, but I've never like wanted to drop like the first one that I ever recorded. So it was definitely a lot of trial and error with that that alley. But
hey, but that's how you make that, you know what I mean? You need that trial and error to make that complete, you know what I mean?
Agreed.
Thanks. But man, let's get started. So you know how we do when we had you on. You know, we got to start off, rapid fire
Oh, yeah,
questions.
rapid fire.
So yeah, you don't know what to expect with these questions. All right. So the first question is $500K or dinner with Jay-Z? It's been going around. And all over the internet. It's been going around.
Thinking 500 rand. Or?
I'm probably gonna have to take the 500.
Hey, you're not alone because we all said the same thing.
I had this combo with MCK last night, man.
Yeah, we were talking. We were going off on this question.
You don't get it, man. This man Jay-Z ain't obligated to give you out any advice. This man could be talking about golf, Shamu, the zoo, fucking.
Yeah. He just eat his food.
Yeah, he can just eat his food.
He just walk up and dip, like.
Yeah, but this is what me and Caleb. This is what me and Caleb were saying though. Take the 500K, we'll invest a little bit, and get Jay-Z on the podcast. It's like, bro, like, so it's a win-win. We're gonna talk to him. You know what I'm saying? It's like, hey, hold up, Jay-Z. You know what I mean? He'll take a little bit of that. Facts, and we still gonna have hella money left.
Yeah, because if I go dinner with Jay-Z, this man can just talk about the local hacky sack convention, bro. You're not gonna talk to me about.
I'll talk about.
He gonna talk about your life and that's it. He might not even give you no advice.
You say hacky sack? I ain't never heard that since middle school, bro.
I try to think of the most random thing I can come up with.
Yeah, the hacky sack convention. Like,
he'll just be like, "Oh yeah, what do you think is my best album?" That's it.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, so we're gonna be talking about his music the entire time.
Yeah,
this man gonna make you cover the bill. Shit, he ain't gonna pay for your shit either.
Shit, yeah, you cover the bill. I'm dipping.
I feel like
you pay for your own food. You don't order, most expensive shit, and then you don't think, oh, he's gonna cover me. Nah, man, that's how we stay rich.
That's a good point.
Yeah, exactly.
You're gonna be mad you didn't get that 500K now, right?
Your tap is 500 fucking $2,000 or so, and like you thought Jay-Z was gonna cover.
Yeah, no, I'll take 500,000 every day.
Facts. Now, what about lunch? Would you have lunch with Keb or $20?
Hey, $20, man. hey, I mean, it depends.
Hey, I agree, man. That $20 go a long way.
If you pay $20 bill, then I mean, it's
hey man, there's pros and
Kev
cons.
He gonna eat your food.
Hey man, I mean, I don't blame you for taking the $20, man. I was just gonna take you to Del Taco anyway, bro.
This shit, oh, yeah. At least he know now. He tell you the place too.
I don't know.
It's gonna be no fancy
taking
place.
chili cheese fries though with me though.
Taco and
Chili cheese fries.
I know taking the chili cheese fries. We had that deep before, man.
Some
Del
chili cheese
Taco.
fries.
And they're not that deep
Uh,
before.
That was a while back. I ain't been to Del Taco in a minute though.
We used to mob there after football practice, and after the shits on the fucking bus on the way home after football practice. Poisoning, man. Chili cheese fries and Del Taco.
Hey, some of them fast food joints ain't the best though.
Take the 20, man.
best.
Take the 20. Go to Cheetah's, get a lap dance, man. On me.
This man is
Hold up, you don't know they even got
Caleb is
that.
on one today, man.
You don't even know.
That's why I'm gonna wake up at 1 a.m. and ain't sleep, man. Work a 10-hour shift, and now we on here. Chugged a couple of Heinekens, and now we chilling.
So
No,
then
not
after
really.
the strip club.
Bro,
Dude.
I wish I put that Russell Westbrook video on here. I need to put that on here. The one whe's like, what?
He's like, what?
Man, that would have been a perfect moment to put that video. I would have been like, bro, what is this man talking about right now? But no, let's go into the next one.
We on, man.
$20.
All right. Well, speaking of money, what's the one thing you regret spending your own money on?
If anything, it's probably a pair of sneakers.
Sneakers. Man, you got a lot of sneakers though.
Yeah, I got a lot of sneakers, but I think there was just some purchases I've made that I don't even wear the sneaker. I just
Oh, like you
there
probably
you
liked
go.
it for like what?
I liked it. I was like,
You
okay,
liked
this
it,
is
the
cool.
hype, or you just like the style, or it was just like
I
what
think
made
it
you-
fell into both categories, like hype and style. I was like, okay, I could probably rock these. Like, they
so it
look
was just the
fire.
heat of the moment, and you was just
Yeah,
like, I want to
exactly.
make that purchase, and it's
It
like,
was
all right,
impulse.
I'm
It
getting
was
something new real quick.
yeah.
Yeah, that's probably something I definitely regret purchasing.
I regret
Nah, that's a good answer. Like, I feel you on that.
The sneaker, yeah, they just sitting in the box.
Like,
you
you
know,
just
some
not
people
even
be
like,
having
yeah. I'm like, why would I buy
Jordans,
these?
you know, just sitting in the box still. Then they
Facts,
all
man.
disintegrate and it's all messed up. But
It's like
when they don't wear them,
cracking.
so yeah, they cracking. It's crazy what it is when they don't wear them. Wear your sneakers.
Facts.
Yeah.
Facts.
Facts. All right. What is your biggest pet peeve?
Ooh,
It's a good one.
Oh,
okay. All right, I have two. One
Same.
is when people chew with their mouth like wide open, like really.
Oh
like,
man, then you definitely don't want to go to lunch. You definitely don't want to go to lunch with. You don't want to go to lunch with Caleb. No. Hey, you left that joke wide open, man.
I got that Darnell, man. That gap.
Yeah, Darnell's.
nah,
Food just coming out.
nah.
Yeah.
French fry popping out. Like, man.
Oh no.
Number two. Number two is like, so you know when like people are at the crosswalk and they keep pushing the button, like it's gonna go quicker.
Oh, yeah.
That's like a personal pet peeve, more so. Like,
Yeah.
They keep pressing it like, wait.
I agree.
Downtown
Wait.
stuff.
Yeah, I agree with you, but like that's like the most randomest thing. I was just like,
Yeah, that's funny though. And like it's just like when you're a casual walker and you're like, bruh, you just standing there, you see somebody just keep pressing the like, bruh, chill out.
Wait. It's like, bro, like, all right, we know, damn, like, we're not, bro, when
Man,
nobody's moving, we're
because
not
I ain't
doing
never
it.
heard that like that. Somebody,
Bro, that is hilarious,
like
bro.
yeah,
Hey, look, nah,
the light ain't gonna go quicker. Like
facts.
it's
Facts.
it's a time limit. It's gonna be 20 seconds every time. Like,
Wait.
That's hilarious. Hey, this is Duhon when the dude keep pressing the button.
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
I just be like,
For real though.
oh,
For real, it's I don't know. That's just like even when I'm in the car and I see people doing it, I'm like, all right, bro.
that's hilarious, bro.
But
let's go.
that's definitely
that's funny though. Like Darnell said, I'm like, I would have never expected that.
yeah. That's
But I feel you like
said
it's
that.
like some personal things that, like, you know what I mean, everyone got something like crazy. You know what I mean? All right, be able to talk to all animals or know every language in the world.
That'd be crazy if I could talk to animals. But
That
every
would be hella
language in
crazy.
the world, I can
Yeah,
make
like
so
fluent though,
many.
like you fluent, like
Dang, you
you
fluent in all languages? Ooh,
all
that's
every
ice.
single language, even
I'd
them
be a,
lost languages.
I'd be a spy or something. I like.
Facts.
I'm cracking like cold cases, like some crazy. I don't know. I just feel like, yeah, nah. I wanna know every single language.
All right, can I throw one in there with you? Since you speak the
Go ahead.
language, I'll say this. I'll give you another. I'll throw one of my own. Talk to animals or read minds. Everyone's like you're able to read everyone's mind.
Ooh,
That's a good one because if you're talking to animals, it's basically
If
like
you didn't choose the animal one, I'll throw
Mind.
those two.
dang! If you can read someone's mind, you can basically predict like their every move.
it's a fact.
And it's like you can choose when like you read. Obviously, you're not gonna hear shit everywhere you go, but like you,
Oh, okay. All right.
like in your head, like oh, I want to read this person's mind. You can read it.
Okay, cool. Because I thought it was
That
gonna
makes
be
it good because like
Yeah,
you walk
yeah,
outside and you're just like
Yeah.
You walking outside.
too many-
Make the game is
The movies
You're like-
and stuff.
choose when you want to read minds. You know,
like
if you-
Professor X and like
like right now, if you want to read our minds, you can start reading our
He's like, I
minds.
read your
Oh,
mind.
yeah, that'd be fire. I'd choose read minds over talking to animals.
dang.
Fuck
He
yeah.
said,
You can't go wrong with any of them, to be honest.
yeah,
know.
he said, hey, he
There's
still mess
no
with
wrong
animals. He
answer.
was like, I still talk to him though.
Yeah.
You know?
Like,
Madagascar way. You know, talk to him.
Facts. Stupid,
Talk
bro.
to the zebra and all that.
Uh,
Good shot.
all right.
That Twitter dude.
That's hilarious. All right, man. We got
Oh,
one
the
more.
Twitter. Oh,
Yeah, talking to the deer and shit.
yeah. The
I'm
deer.
dead.
Got knocked out at, like the fucking yogurt shop or some shit.
Damn. So I got to see this video, but
He
we got
really
one. We got one more, and I'm we probably know your answer. And we're gonna ask about this too. But
Oh yeah, that's all
NBA
good.
Finals or the Super Bowl.
mm,
And I know you just experienced. You know, I mean, we just experienced one of those.
definitely.
That's why we threw it. Hey, that's why we threw it on there.
behind that,
If I
but pick
didn't, if I like didn't attend one of those, obviously, I'd probably go to the NBA Finals.
Okay.
I don't know.
now how much you pay for them tickets?
Hey,
Hey man, we don't gotta go through man's
Ooh,
pockets.
that's too
You just
much.
said-
That's too much info.
I was like, dude, I'm at the Super Bowl, man.
Let
This
me
man.
just say, I was blessed with the opportunity to know.
That's like a one in a lifetime type of like,
That
especially if
EP
you're a
doing
sports
Nah,
fan.
you got the
you know?
plug. You got the plug for the tickets, bro.
Hey,
They
man,
chill
I'm
out.
out here playing that EP. He doing numbers.
Yeah, the
He
EP
performed
doing
after
numbers.
the halftime show. This man performed at the third quarter show, bro. Like this man, EP doing numbers.
Nah, that's
It was.
That's what-
It was dope, though. It was dope. I mean, you can't go wrong to Super Bowl. You know, it's the last game of the year, so it's like everybody's watching. But
And how was seeing the performance like live? Like
it
how
was
was that?
okay. I'm not gonna lie. I wish I could see the performance on TV
Okay, makes sense.
I heard it was better on TV than in person.
because obviously you're getting more of like you're right in front of their face as far as like
Yeah,
like
there's a
when
lot
yeah.
going on probably in
When
real
you're
life.
like
It's
way out there, everybody's
Yeah.
loud and all that.
exactly
buses,
you know,
yeah,
you
like-
don't really get like the full like fulfillment of watching that halftime performance. But I mean, the fact that I was there,
Yeah,
even like crazier, just to see how everything was like getting like built. You know, like it took them literally like 5 minutes. Like as soon as like halftime.
Oh, you saw that? Yeah, off the because
Yeah,
we
it was
we
like-
at home chilling, watching on TV, so we don't know
Exactly.
how
yeah.
it was.
You see the
And
setup,
them
that's
to-
true.
It was like I'd say it was at least like 200 people on the field, just like moving stuff around.
Damn,
Mm.
that's crazy.
Yeah, but
Wow.
the interaction was cool because I guess like everybody in the stadium got a lanyard, and like the lanyard was like I don't know if they showed it around the arena, but the lanyards were synced to the music. So like if you were sitting in a certain section, like you would have a different color every
Oh
time.
wow.
It was
And
dope.
like it would just alternate per song. And I was just like looking around. I was just like, dang. And SoFi is big. That's probably one of the biggest arenas I've seen like in person, like in my life. So just seeing how high it was and how like deep down, like you could just like it looks like if you lean over, like you're just gonna flip and just fall.
Damn.
Yeah, no, it looks like a
That's
it
great.
look like a big arena from the outside. Yeah,
Yeah.
because I went to.
But it was, I think the whole that Super Bowl performance was dope. I mean, that probably goes down as like
It's like a top 5.
Yeah, in my opinion, I mean, Michael Jackson had a good performance.
Prince. To me, Prince is the best one in my opinion. That's just my opinion. Because
Ooh,
the way this things happened in that performance is you can't ask for a better.
Oh, it was raining too, huh?
That's what I'm saying. That it just doesn't. You can't plan that. You know what I mean? Like that just.
Rain too.
Yeah, that's personally why I have it as the top, just because you can't plan something like that. It's like,
I like that. I like
that's like a universal thing. It's just perfect.
Usually people do like Michael, or I think Whitney Houston did it, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, she performed halftime?
Maybe. I'm
I
not
gotta
sure.
go peep that.
No, it's way down. Caleb, Caleb printed all the Super Bowls.
As far as my span of life, you know, seeing that performance was like, I didn't even know 50 Cent was gonna pull up like towards the.
There's a lot of speculating on that. I wasn't surprised by it.
Yeah, I heard because I was like, okay, people are like speculating that it's a.
People kept talking about it too,
they kept talking about the Tupac, and I was like, nah. I mean,
the hologram,
it was 10 years ago. That was the 10-year anniversary, so I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they didn't do that. But bringing up 50, I was like, this is crazy. I wish they did 2 songs per. You know, I wish they did multiple songs.
Yeah, it felt really short. It felt like, I don't know.
It was like
okay, you do a verse, then you do a verse.
It was like too quick. Like I'm just
Eminem gets like a whole like hook and a verse like at the
end. He got majority of the dang show.
Majority, pretty much.
Yeah. Kendrick was like so quick. I'm like, bruh, it felt like he said 2 words.
His performance value, but his was like 2 seconds. Like everyone was just in that box for like 2 seconds and then went back to the
the little box.
They rushed it.
Yeah. So I was like, okay.
Try to rush the performances, man.
But nah, they killed it though. That was. I mean, and on top of that, the game was wild. You know.
Oh, yeah, the game was pretty close too. That was a crazy game.
Yeah, exactly. The atmosphere was ridiculous, and I mean, even being in LA too, just made it like 20 times better. You know. And I'm not even a Rams fan. You know, I have my
yeah. I know exactly what you're about to say. Yeah.
Exactly. So I mean, watching them win, I was like, okay. Like this.
I was disappointed. I'm not gonna lie.
Bro, you know it was wild. I was like, I told like everyone that I was with, I was like, this game is gonna go down in like 2 minutes, and the Rams are gonna get the ball, and it's gonna be to that point where the Rams. That's the game.
Oh yeah, I went on a whole rant about this.
Oh, bro, last episode. My God, bro. This man, yeah, we're not doing that again. We're not doing that again.
It's all good.
Bro, this man Caleb.
Right now, man, I even slept for 3 hours, man.
I'll put it this way. I'll put it this way. We were about to end the episode. Damn near could have been done, and then we started talking about the Super Bowl, and bro, it turned into like basically if I was Shannon. And he was Skip or something
it was just like
it just no, but we like not like that. Like we agreed on everything that we were saying, but like just like it turned into like if we were like on like one of those shows or something. Like it was just hilarious. But Caleb was going in, like he was going in.
On that Super Bowl, and I mean, even the Super Bowl as well.
Hey man, that's all money. It don't matter.
Before we move on, he said, who peeped him censoring Kendrick?
Yeah, I was gonna bring that up. Yeah, they censoring Kendrick. Because he said Popo and
words that's like, bro, you're really censoring that. Like, come on.
Yeah, it was
crazy because I didn't know they censored. I didn't know.
Yeah, because from TV you hear everything live from TV.
It was the police thing. It was like the president thing or something.
They know they weren't trying to have that controversy, man.
But it's like, bro, like you got like black vocal artists on.
I agree, but
from LA, from Compton.
You know the certain skin color.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean that owns NFL, but it's like still.
Yeah, I mean we know what
you would think.
But
the Pyrus and like the whole thing of that was just like, why they had to censor that. But
Yeah, because I
know.
mean, they're not gonna put that message out there.
Yeah,
on
they're
the
not gonna
pod,
gang
and
it.
it
yeah,
is,
I
you
mean, I
like,
know, but it just like
even though it is a good message, like we, of
Right.
course we want to unify, I mean, the gangs in general, I mean, it's
Yeah,
bigger than that, especially being from LA, like, that's the, with the gang culture, that's where it all started. It's like, but this is the NFL, like we know what it is.
the mayonnaise
We're
people.
not, we don't even have to even talk about, like, we know what it is, like,
Mayonnaise
it's like
like that, man.
he said mayonnaise. He's stupid. What did you say last episode? You said something that kept on-
Unseasoned.
unseasoned people.
Look,
You're
Yeah, I'm
killing
not,
me,
I'm not part of the mayo people because I'm seasoned at least a little bit.
bro. He said, "Hey, my man, so I'm seasoned."
Seasoned, man.
I would say, what's your guys' prediction for the next halftime show artist or artist? I don't know how you top that. I don't know. You're gonna have to like.
Man, next one we're gonna get like
you know, it's funny. I thought about this when they were doing like the whole like West Coast thing, and I know obviously Mary J's she's from New York and M's from
Yeah.
Detroit, but just the affiliation, was
Yeah,
just very like West Coast based. I wouldn't be
You do.
surprised if they did like a southern what's it called? Kind of like alliance thing.
like a.
well,
but didn't they do
isn't the
like
Super
a
Bowl supposed to be in
Atlanta
Las
one, like-
Vegas next
no,
year?
it's in
Supposed to be in
Arizona.
Vegas next year?
It's in
Is it
Arizona.
Arizona?
Yeah.
Oh, in
I
Arizona.
thought it was in Las Vegas. Oh,
No, the draft's in Vegas.
drafts. Okay.
I believe it's in Arizona next year.
Okay.
But yeah, I see what you mean though. It could be like a East Coast or a South type of thing, or like get like
Yeah,
a.
they're gonna have MCK's favorite Arizona artist, Willie
Who?
North Pole.
So I said, is there a shot?
I haven't heard that name in for he said Isaiah Rashad on the thing, but, but yeah, man.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't.
After that, I'm done.
I mean, I wouldn't. I mean, they'll probably go old school. Maybe I don't know. They'll
I mean,
probably-
I feel like
It switches
you kinda
around.
have
I
to,
don't
like,
know.
I feel like you got to
Maybe
though. I feel like you have to keep that level of, entertainment, especially because even when the game is going, like we're not trying to hear like keep it real. Like we're not trying to hear a lot of that. Like we want to hear this type of music.
I'm sorry.
During the halftime show, something upbeat, like the Weeknd's halftime show. Like this is not football. Like I'm trying to, what I mean. I need something that's gonna be.
Yeah.
Like I
Bro,
don't care. You could like them. You know what
I
I
need
mean?
that Triple H track I was playing before the show, man. That'll get me hyped too. Not the weekend.
Triple H.
Oh yeah. Like Triple H could perform, bro.
I need that Triple
Would
H.
ever do a Super Bowl?
That'll get me hyped too.
You said what?
You think Drake would ever do a Super Bowl?
Yeah, I think so.
I could see him doing the Super Bowl.
I can see it.
J. Cole could do a Super Bowl. Like I feel like there's a few people that could. You know what I mean? I mean, the only thing is he would have to. It would have to be certain songs he plays though. Like you have to pick.
Yeah, I don't know. It just
won't
has to be memorable.
But I don't think it would just be them though. I feel like it would be a group of artists. Like
next
it's not
year,
going
Kanye
to
would
be.
do the Super
Yeah.
Bowl.
We're getting Doja Cat next year.
If Kanye did the Super Bowl, that would be insane.
We're getting Doja
And he
Cat and a couple
was
other
there at
guys.
the show. Like, he's probably plotting. He's like, hey, and Jay-Z, I think is the one.
Don did too.
I mean,
Awesome.
the way
I wouldn't-
he's been doing his performance value throughout this.
Oh yeah,
whole-
no, the performance will be like you're gonna get a high quality performance. With that, so.
I don't know about that Down the two listening. I heard it was trash.
I mean, he's not gonna be playing down the two. Like,
I haven't heard it. I ain't got that slim player. So
Oh yeah, no, I never. No, I just heard like his performance, like he threw the mic
Oh,
or
just from
something.
the- yeah.
You know what
Oh,
I mean?
yeah.
Like
oh, because I think
because the audio was messing up when he was performing. But that's all I heard. I don't got no stem player. I ain't got none of that.
he said I ain't got no stem player.
They say
But he's not gonna be playing that if he performed at the
Yeah,
Super
no,
Bowl.
I know.
He's not gonna be like, all right.
I mean,
Bro.
isn't he performing at Coachella this year? Or is it?
Oh damn.
I think he is, but then he say something like he's not performing until wait. Didn't he say something with Billie Eilish or something like that?
Billy
He was
Eilish.
performing with Billie Eilish.
Look, I don't even know.
But it don't even matter, bro. 'Cause next year's Super Bowl's gonna be Doja Cat and Lil Nas X, man. They ain't going back to hip hop. They're gonna put some mainstream bullshit.
He might be. He has a point.
Just being real with you.
I mean,
He has a point.
I'm not.
I mean, I can see it. They're not gonna go back to hip hop. I mean, what was the last one we had?
He said the cat and Lil
Oh
Nas
yeah,
X.
like Shakira and
Hey,
J-Lo
Doja
or
Cat got
something.
hits though. I'm not mad at it.
PK with Travis Barker, Megan Fox makes an appearance, and all that
Oh no.
weird shit.
This man's.
We're probably gonna do some rock music next year.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
I mean,
might be a different
is a-
genre at this point.
No,
to
no,
me,
it's
that's-
in Arizona. It's probably gonna be some country.
Yep.
Man,
Hey,
that's that OnlyFans performance.
It's gonna be
hey,
Luke
but
Bryan.
you know the NFL will love that though. Like they'd be like, man, finally we got them out of here.
Oh, what? Come on.
No more Dr. Dre, no more Snoop. This is this is a Super Bowl show right here.
Yeah, people gonna be happy, man.
Facts. Nah, but yeah, let's move on from that. We still got a full a full interview. We still got we got a whole episode. We could go on a tangent, honestly. Like we gotta bring you back just for a regular episode though. Like,
Yeah, most
keep it
definitely.
back. That'd be
I
fun.
love talking, so
Yeah. Nah, that'd be fun. Let's do that. But all right, man. So the next song we're actually gonna play a track right now, and this one is "The Way It Is." So let's play.
This could be your old song, but your vanish made a run that was so wrong. Can't believe I should have done what I'm supposed to. This ain't no slow song tonight. I just managed to damage a certain ego out of spite. For the bags, rags to the riches, cause I know. Ain't never flinch on my opposition, cause I know. Just what I want, how I'ma live it. A lot of sacrifice, heavy commitment. Talking outside hills, marijuana, just when I wanna. Bought some shoes, 4 bills, found the layers, my lasagna. Foundation built, just checking off all my corners. I ain't weak, just filled with patience. I know my moment gonna come. And that's when we all jumping, celebrating the days. Ramen noodles is how we munchin'. I can't lay and reminisce on all the functions that we do to get a screw. Sometimes that was how we running, and I pray that the days get better. Weather clear up, the spear up, we pick up the cheddar. Never fear us, been near us, they hating all the leather. Now you been stuck with no bucks, you faking all your efforts. It is the way it is. When you're driving out 100 on the road, I just can't get caught in the mix. This why I hate being alone, but this how the story begins. Cars, hoes, money in the clothes. Can a young nigga be content? Working hard, living all by my own. I want love, loving all the commitment, but another drug takes you to an addiction. So I huddle up, trying to find what was missing. I can't open up, vulnerable intuition. Words and stumble up, scramble inside my vision. When I wanna love, always gotta do missions just to bundle up. Peace and how I'ma give it, and pieces begin to fall. My balance losing my riches. Can I call when my pockets smelling rough? I just see my wall climbing and giving up, and I stumble across pennies of thought. Niggas that's broke, they morally lost. A little heart to heart, never feel unappreciated. That's the start of trying to put someone who your name is. Never bought, steady moving the hustle. Something coming around, life working out all your muscles. But it is the way it is. When you're driving out 100 on the road, I just can't get caught in the mix. This why I hate being alone, but this how the story begins. Cars, hoes, money in the clothes. Can a young nigga be content? Working hard, living all by my own. This is the way it is. When you're driving out 100 on the road, I just can't get caught in the mix. This why I hate being alone, but this how the story begins. Cars, money and all the clothes. Can a young nigga be content? Working hard, living all by my own.
Once again, that was The Way It Is. Don't forget, Sorry Summer EP out now on all platforms.
Everybody.
Go look that up, man. And when I tell you that song right there, that's my favorite on the project. I know we talked about this
that was
before,
my favorite. Yeah.
but man, like I'm telling you, bro, I be having that shit on repeat. Like as soon as
I don't know why it was just like so groovy, like the way
it just hits. Like I be telling them, like, listen, I'm about to play this song right now. Like
yeah, like it just
that goes crazy, bro.
Yeah, no, it just sounds really elegant.
Yeah, one of my favorite songs of the year right there.
Dang. Look,
not for real. Like, I'm not even like just saying that. Like I legit like rock with that song heavy.
Yeah, like when it just like the first 5-10 seconds, I'm just like, oh yeah, I'm gonna play it all the way. Like it's it's like you already know.
It's definitely. I agree. I think it's the energy and the way like the track starts.
Yeah, and then also just the melodies that you use like throughout the song. Like it just I feel like
that's
it was just on
my
point,
type
you know
of
what I mean?
persona. Like I like melodies, and
it
just fit really well. Like,
hey, shout out before, he's
the one who mixed it.
Yeah, me and my engineer, we were. It's funny. This song was actually mixed maybe
Facts.
like a year and a half ago. so I held this one for a good minute because I was like, okay, this song has to be like, as much as I want it to be like a single, drop the music video, do all this other stuff. I kind of wanted to compile it into the project. That way you can't skip anything, kind of thing.
I'm not mad at
So
that.
as far as that song, I mean, it kind of just goes back to the roots, just living in San Diego, living out here, listening to like that Southern California music, like that, listening to stuff up north.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that hyphy. It's sort of hyphy, but at the same time, you get that groove and that melody in that you just like. It's hard not to listen to it. Like
Nah, for sure. Like you could just
keep-
vibe. That's one of those tracks you just
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
it's just consistent, and I think that's one thing I definitely wanted with that track, and it's funny. I think my second favorite track on the project. It was my first for a long, long time. Like that was
Yeah.
like before anybody was able to like listen to that song.
No.
I would go back to that song just to listen to it to be like, okay.
He said do the joke. Hey man,
Nah, shout out
crazy.
B4,
That's
shout out
crazy.
B4 for the mixing, but shout out to
Yeah,
Magic.
did you think?
That's for the production. Shout out to Magic Man.
Who was the one who produced it?
Magic Man. He's
Magic Man.
yeah, so he does a lot of like he gets into like a lot of similar to like a lot of like Chris Brown like
Okay. Like just that style of
like how he gets in like because Chris Brown can obviously slow it down. But,
yeah.
like, Chris Brown gets into like his mainstream like pop bag. That's the
Yeah.
So
okay.
I think that's the kind of wave he has as far as like all of his production.
Gotta get Chris Brown on the
That's the
remix.
sound.
Yeah, we
gotta get him on that remix.
In person. We've never talked
Yeah.
in person or like through DMs, but like I said previously, the other podcasts, I just kind of go through YouTube, look through all my kind of just.
Then we could go off with that. Then like, what producers like? I guess not necessarily that you worked with specifically, but like that you like the names that if you want to shout out the names like of the certain producers that you found.
So shout out. So the first track that you guys heard was "You Lose Trust Me." That one was produced by Yaja Beats. I want to say he's from the UK, if I'm not mistaken. But he's only 20 years old, and he produced, I think, Hello Intro, which is the first track. He produced I Feel Stuck, and then he also produced.
And we'll be playing both of those tracks too. So.
Yeah. So you'll definitely be listening to a bunch of Yaja's production. Shout out Gio Gomez for the fourth track. I'm gonna get mine. That one's definitely like a lot of people's personal favorite. Shout out Lucas. Go ahead. My bad.
No, I was gonna say, what about the Keep It Coming? That song's that's one of my favorite ones too. That one's fire. Yeah.
Let's see. I got all my credentials on my notes. I have yet to what's it called? Put the credentials on like Spotify and stuff.
That'd be taking some time. Like I'm
go through.
I think that's Lucas Quinn as well. I think that's Lucas Quinn as well. But shout out Morrow Beats for I want to say he made Determined, which was the last track. And that last track was definitely it was the last track was the last song written and recorded.
Like you literally had that. Like let me throw that one last.
I mean, at first, it went from 12 tracks to 10 tracks to 9 tracks to 8 tracks.
Oh damn.
Yeah, why the indecisiveness? I don't know. I think my goal mainly was just to keep everything transitioning well, and just running through like the 12-track project that I had. It just wasn't some of the tracks
didn't flow the same way.
Exactly. Some of the tracks just weren't blending, and this was pre-mix, so this was before like we mixed everything and we mastered everything.
Yeah.
And I was just letting my engineer know. I was like, we were kind of just going through it, and I told him I was like, you know what? I just want it to be 8 tracks, and these are the 8 tracks I want, and I promise you, like, when you do the transitions, like they're gonna be perfect. Like it's all gonna blend in well.
Yeah.
Yeah, he probably did go on the Super Bowl, man. He gonna perform
They're
there.
gonna make these
Look,
tracks while I.
crazy.
That's funny. Now, I think one thing I was gonna ask, I didn't put it on here, but I guess it's a side note type of question. But like, when did you decide to put like the page flip?
The page flips. Okay, perfect, cool. So
Yeah.
this project is definitely. I treated it very journal based. You know,
Hmm.
I think daily. I mean, usually I like to wake up and write my journal and just kind of just go through my like process of how I'm gonna do things today and what's gonna go on. Um, but yeah, the whole page flipping is definitely. I definitely wanted to keep it very notebook. You know, I don't know if
Hmm. I
and I
like
don't
that
know
too.
if at the end of the project you hear me like kind of tap the notebook a couple times, like basically saying like this is the end. Now I'm just
Yeah, like pitting it down, kind of.
yeah, put this.
Yeah, that's
No,
fire, man. That's
So,
fire. That's a
I definitely treated it like it was a book. Every song is a chapter of my life, and as far as whether it's fantasy or it's something that takes me into like a real state of mind kind of thing, you know. Um,
yeah,
I mean, that's the main thing. I'm glad that you pointed that too. I'm glad that you pointed that because in one of the episodes on my Instagram that we did, as far as like the
yeah,
seasons go, uh, when I'm chilling by the fire, it's very subtle, but you can hear a page flip,
yeah.
like
um,
as like the fire and stuff is going on, kind of
Oh,
like
that's
signifying like,
dope.
okay, I finished writing in my notebook. Let me go pick the fire and then flip the page after. So, but
All
yeah,
right,
oh dang,
and
nah, I didn't
I
even get
like
that. I had to catch that the last track.
yeah.
I
So
like
Let's
this
catch that.
then because I like how I could just bounce around the questions because certain things I already have. How did you come up with your promo? Because I know you when you had the episodes and stuff. I feel like you obviously like with the page flip and stuff like that. Like
mm,
that's dope how your artistry like work that way. Like where
mm,
you, of course, you know a lot of people who don't really like make music or things like that just hear the music.
right.
I know I like to I heard all the other extra stuff too just because I write myself. So like I that's why I asked that question because I'm like there's certain things I want to do when I create a project one day and certain small things like that where like not everyone's gonna grasp, but it's like
Right.
just there. Like it's just there.
Exactly.
But
Like it's your creativity, you know? It's what
yeah,
you feel you want to put out to the world and what you want everyone
facts.
to see kind of thing. And whoever
Facts.
sees it and whoever doesn't, I mean, it's for you to see later kind of thing, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Like it's just there.
Mm-hmm.
But with your
Exactly.
promo though, how did you it was definitely well put together, but how did you come up with that like from the project? Because one of the other questions we have was the process of making the EP. So
Mm,
it kind of all comes together because that is part of the process, like with the
mhm.
promo and stuff like that. So
Right.
I guess we could just, bundle those two questions together.
Okay. So I think this promo, I think I wanted to do like commercial kind of like feel, you know?
Yeah.
Kind of very like Super Bowl esque. Like I don't know if you guys are watching like on YouTube, like the ads popping up before the Super Bowl. But, like usually they would have like them doing like something, and the next thing you know, like the date would just pop up. It's like after, kind of like oh,
Oh, okay.
like what's
That's
going on,
fire.
kind of thing. Like what's going on the 24th. So for me, being in a hiatus for about last song I dropped was what maybe March of last year. So yeah, so it was a long period. I definitely wanted to portray me kind of being just alone, you know, like just alone and isolated, and to the point where I'm kind of off the grid, sort of. And I think me being in like the whole cabin kind of thing, it kind of showed like, okay, like we see him kind of going through this process of like
Yeah.
battling himself between people wanting him to drop a project and him deciding when to drop a project. So I think that's definitely two things I wanted to portray because I know a lot of people have been asking, you know, like just dropping single after single after single. Like it gets to the point where someone's like, all right, bro, like
Like yeah, where's the project
Where's
at?
the project at?
Yeah,
Yeah, I see what
exactly,
the
facts.
concept is of the videos. Like people
right,
like, man,
right,
when they gonna drop the project? I seen people
yes,
in the
Yeah.
comments saying, when you gonna drop it too? Like it's crazy.
exactly. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
it got to that point where I was like, okay, let me just put my real life situations into something that can be very creative, you know.
Yeah.
And I mean, those episodes were amazing. Uh, it only took a day span, which was crazy. But just the process of like wanting to do this or wanting to do that, or like wanting to do this, it was definitely a lot of alleyways that we could have done.
Yeah.
But I think with the whole concept of like the artwork and the promo on top of that, it all kind of like tied in together. So
Yeah, it
um,
was on point, that's for sure. Like even
I
the videos were like super
appreciate
crisp too. It was like, damn, I'm
it.
like, what is this man using that I'm like, this quality is crazy. Like
Yeah, like I said, I mean,
Yeah.
it was definitely, and I think the cool part was is that, um, I mean, I don't know if it's a clean shave now, but I had like a scruff, like a bunch, like I was like, okay, I gotta grow this out before uh, I start working on this like these videos.
that's
Uh,
funny.
let me see. No, I just reading the comment you said at the bottom, but but uh, but yeah. Long story short, the project needed to be dropped, and I honestly kind of felt the pressure of wanting to drop a project, but not just knowing when to drop it, you know. And I think that's where obviously the Sorry Summer uh, title comes into play too. Like,
I didn't
you
even think
know,
about that.
don't worry, guys. Like when summer, like, because last year I was ready, you know, I was ready to
Yeah.
go as far as like dropping in the summer, dropping music videos, doing all this kind of stuff. And once it was like it got to a halt, it was like, dang, like I literally just hit a wall, and I was like, okay, like this is not fun. Like this is
Yeah.
cool kind of thing. But looking back at it, it was definitely the process and the journey that I had to go through to make these kind of like creative moves, like making the videos, dropping the project, and making sure everything's just complete. Um, but yeah, I mean, this is definitely the beginning. You know, I definitely have a lot of ideas that I want to do as far as
So
my next.
this one sound crazy too. That's an idea.
Oh
An
yeah, no,
acoustic version.
yeah
That would be crazy.
we
Damn,
talked about it. We
that'd be
talked
ice.
about it a lot. We talked about it a lot. We
That would be crazy.
definitely got something like definitely up my sleeve for something like that. Uh, so it's definitely stay tuned. Definitely stay tuned for that. But
And
yeah,
this was
like I
another one too. What about like the tracks that you just got in the vault? Like, will people ever hear those? You know what I mean? Like, or you just scrapping
said,
them,
you know, I
or is it
always
something that might not make that project? You might throw in another EP or something, or
no, yeah,
single, or
that does tend to happen. You know, like some of the songs that are on the project uh, tend to eventually either become a single or they just end up becoming compiled back into another like 3, 4, 5 track EP kind of thing.
yeah,
But I know a lot of artists do like a bunch of throwaways every once in a while.
Do like a deluxe album.
Yeah, or they just throw it on a deluxe album.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't know. I think for me personally, some songs aren't meant to just be out there.
Just
mm,
throwaways
You
meant to
know,
be like
I
just
think
on a project and
exactly.
stuff.
I don't know. I kind of take, and I'm not trying to throw jabs at anybody else as far as how they work and move their music. But I'm just very like I treat my stuff very professional as far as like, okay, this should drop at this season. This should drop at this season. Like
yeah,
this be like it's more logical based, you know. Um,
yeah. And it's your work too. Like you want to you take it serious. You know what I mean?
exactly.
Yeah.
So,
How you want to do it? You know?
sorry, summer
For-
fall.
Whether it be a sorry winter. Hey, that
Yeah.
has to be a series EP, like an EP series.
Serious?
And he,
I
hey,
was
before
thinking,
Laces
Throwing
come with
out
all the ideas,
ideas.
man. Facts.
I was definitely thinking
Is that
about
the
that.
song?
Though. I was thinking about I don't know
Sorry
if it'd be
spring.
called like sorry summer, sorry fall, you know, kind of thing.
Before
Yeah.
laser? Something.
I don't know if I
Hey,
want to copy.
shout out before lasers,
No,
going
right?
crazy.
Just handing
Yeah,
this question and stuff. But
facts. And what was I gonna say? It had to do with earlier. Oh yeah, it had to do when you were talking about like with your promo and stuff. Like as far as how you could kind of see the journey of what you're kind of struggling with. You know what I mean? Like a kind of like a tug of war with wanting to drop and this and that. But
yeah.
I feel like you could feel that with your music too, as far as the content that you're writing about.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Because you are talking about a lot you know, that has to do with life experiences and what you're kind of going through. You know what I mean?
Right.
So what was the process like, just with as far as just writing those tracks in general? Because I mean, for me, music is very therapeutic. I don't release a lot, and I'm eventually gonna get back into recording and stuff like that. I put out freestyles, but that's kind of just for bars, You know
Right,
what I mean?
right.
My
It's
actual music is for me. You know what I mean?
practice.
Like practice, like you said. But what is it like for you, like to put out those records, or like just your writing process, and how much it's grown to write those type of records and to actually, you know, put them out, or
You
feel
know,
comfortable enough to put those out?
right, right. I think over the years of making music, I've learned to become more transparent. Just because it sticks to the listener more.
Mm,
Because if you're real on your music, you're very impersonal. I think
yeah,
people can take a liking to that, and people are like, okay, maybe I can relate to someone like this who makes,
yeah.
yeah, you know what I mean. So I
That's a
don't, I
fact.
don't,
If
I
you
don't
show a
try
little vulnerability, I think that's what it is.
exactly,
Like,
and I don't
yeah,
think, and I think there's some things that you keep personal. I think as
yeah,
a human being, there's some things you keep personal. Not everything should be out there.
yeah,
Yeah.
As crazy as social media is, things
Yeah.
do get out there.
yeah, yeah.
But
Something's got to remain a mystery for sure.
right, agreed. But I think for me, as far as the writing process goes, man, I'm all over the place sometimes. I think there'll be times where I'll sit and I can write 4 songs just like
Hmm.
that. And then there'll be days where I just sit on the same beat and kind of just let
I
it be,
feel you.
like, dang, this ain't it today, kind of thing. But I don't know. I've learned that some people try to force themselves, and that's cool. It's like, don't get me wrong, you're trying, to
Yeah,
find a spark. Um, and I'm not the person that's like, oh, I'm just gonna wait for my creativity, kind of thing. Uh,
yeah.
I'm
What
kind of
about the recording process? As far as like, I saw your tweet that said
okay,
like
yeah.
you was recording in the car. Like, is that
So
true? So is that
every
true?
every song, okay, I'll say this.
I could relate to that. Yeah, I could relate to that, bro. I
Hey,
relate to
I
that.
mean, every song you've heard that I dropped, like Spotify, Apple Music, it's all been in like my car.
Hmm.
Like, and there's nothing wrong with, like, it's not that I don't want to go to the studio, like, because if I went to the studio, I think the music would just be 10 times better as far as like
Mm,
the quality is already there, just from
yeah,
listening to a couple tracks. Um, No, the car it's comfortable, you know. I ain't gotta, like, I could kick my feet up,
that's a
wear it,
fact.
you know what I mean? Like, and
That's a
on
fact.
top of that, I could just walk out, walk out the crib, go to the car real quick, and everything's compressed just like a studio booth. Like, I've been to studios before,
Yeah.
so
Do you have to park in a nice view to get that kind of thought? Like,
oh,
do you got to park next to a beach,
you
a
know what?
park, or
As weird as it sounds, it's mainly just in my garage.
just sitting, just sit in the car? Really, just
Yeah,
Because truthfully, I feel like I can do whatever I want. I can yell, I can scream, I can rap as fast as I want. I can mess up a bunch of times, and the only person that's like,
there.
it's
all
just
right,
you.
like,
Yeah, it's you.
Yeah, that's a
So
Okay.
fact.
I mean,
Yeah,
and I think at the end of the day, if it isn't broke, don't fix it, kind of thing.
no,
Okay.
that's real.
Short.
And I feel like the quality too, like you said, the quality is there. Like even if you went to a regular studio, you know, I feel like it will be a similar process. The only difference is, you know, you're just gonna be with people who's able to engineer and able to, you know what I mean?
Right,
Instead of doing it from, you know, the computer and then sending it off to someone. That's the
right.
only difference I feel like that you're gonna have within the studio. You know what I mean? Oh,
Agree.
I mean, unless you feel comfortable with, you know, certain people in that studio,
Of course.
uh, but yeah, bro. Like I mean, like we're
But no,
definitely like whatever.
people can
Oh,
relate
go
to
ahead.
that. People can relate to that, like you said, like,
It's a
like
fact.
you can relate to just you being in the car, just spitting, just going spitting the 16 or
Yeah.
spitting
I mean,
the
all
22.
my freestyles I'll be doing, like all my stuff on Instagram, like, and even just before that, we'd just be chilling in the car,
Right.
just rapping. Like
That's
that's
how it
you
all.
feel
Truthfully,
comfortable.
that's how it all started.
That's
That's
really
how,
how
like,
it be. Like
the love for
that's
music started. Like, you start
yeah.
rhyming.
Starting the whip.
Yeah, and even like some of the best music just in general, like even like a lot of rock and stuff, like a lot of people, and like even just songs, like a lot of people I've even watched videos and stuff, a lot of people they create literally in their house or in like the the little like
Kind of
closet or something. Like they would
yeah,
have something in the closet, you know what I mean? So it's like everyone, not everything has been made in big studios. Like I think a lot of people have this idea that everything's made in the big studio, and that's not actually true. Even like rock and roll, like
Yeah.
bands and people be in their garages and stuff like that.
oh
Like
yeah,
The
some big
garages.
names
Nope.
still record in there, like they don't all go to studio. So, but
right. But yeah, no, I mean, whatever process you have, to get yourself to that point where you feel satisfied that your music is 800 G.
800G.
We'll get that. We'll get that started
Nice
for you.
mic. Look, I'm a
Start that
nah.
GoFundMe.
I think it's definitely a lot of trial and error too. Um, having certain microphones and knowing like, okay, this one isn't well for this kind of setting, or this one may work. And it was kind of like the what's that, the Goldilocks with the porridge,
With
like
the porridge.
this is just right kind of thing. So
Yeah,
it
facts.
took a
That's
while.
a
It took
fact.
a while for my music to like.
You're trying to get that right recipe, but you put a little bit too much of yeah.
Right,
I
right.
feel you.
So, and my engineer and I, we've definitely gone through our ups and downs as far as like, okay, do you want to sound like this? Do you want to sound like this? And like, it finally got to that point where he was like I officially have like your vocal chain, which is basically
Yeah.
like for those that don't know what a vocal chain is, it's basically a plugin to where my voice is. Oh man, it's tough trying to put it more into like layman terms. Basically, it makes my voice sound the way it should be, as far as it being cleared up, cleaned up, and like pitched higher or pitched lower. It's just it's a science. It's really a science.
Okay. Damn, that's crazy.
But
But it
yeah,
makes it a good thing that you have that type of relationship or that,
exactly.
that you guys went through that trial and error to
Right,
now you
right.
guys know, like next time you're in the booth, it's like we already like got this
It's
Yeah.
simple,
connection,
yeah.
you know
So
what I mean?
whenever
Yeah.
I send him a track, it's like, oh, okay, let me drag this into here. Boom. Okay, give me like another 2 hours. Like this, we're gonna
Yeah.
have the full song
That's
finished.
the process.
That's fire.
But yeah, the mixing
Um
process for my engineer was definitely like that. I think we stayed on the phone for like hours and hours, like to the point where I think we got maybe the stuff finished and mixed in like 2 days, which isn't. I mean, 8 songs, 2 days. Once you
that's
start
good.
getting the consistency, you
Yeah.
one track right. You're like, okay, I want this track to be just like every other track. I want it to sound just like this, as far as
Yeah.
this kind of thing.
Yeah. Trial
That's
and
fire.
everything.
Exactly. So, but no, it's 100%. I love the project. I'm very satisfied with what I put out.
All right, so this we said it's a mix between analog and digital that is set up to give Duhon a signature tone.
There we go. Thank you.
So we need to get before lasers on the show. We gotta get both of you on here. You know that.
Oh,
Fire.
Tough.
Yeah.
Nah,
You know what I mean?
it's funny because he's heard. I mean, every song that was supposed to be on the project and that is on the project. But like I said, he was definitely helping me with like the whole decision making, and as far as like if I wanted to drop 12, like that's cool. But if I wanted to drop 8, so be it.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Shout out to him.
but no, shout out to Beef.
So we got a couple more questions before we go on to the next song. But who made the cover art?
Ooh, okay. So
That's one we didn't touch on. So
Yeah, I was about to ask.
Yeah.
Who made
so
that?
this was my cousin Anthony, actually.
Shout out Anthony.
He goes by
Keep it in the family.
Goes by, I think it's Arch Minded, if I'm not mistaken, on Instagram. ARCH Minded. But no, I talked about this a while ago. I was like, because he actually made a painting for me with I don't know if you guys remember System of the Scheme, like that artwork, but basically it was just my face and then spots at the bottom. But he basically gave me that in a painting on my birthday one year.
Oh wow, that's fine.
I was like, whoa, I was like, this is sick. So
Shout out Anthony, man.
after that moment, I was like, yo, I want you to make like my first artwork. And I dropped my project or a project. And he's like, yeah, for sure, I got you. And so now we just went through the process. I was just talking to him, showing him all the tracks, and I was like, I gave him what I was looking for as far as the theme of the artwork, and he definitely delivered. Definitely delivered.
With that train in the background.
Yeah. So what's
Train.
cool is right here the mountains that you see that are like kind of icy. It's funny because when you step outside of my house, you can easily see like Big Bear and how like snowy it is, and obviously not snowy it gets depending on like if it rains or not. So I thought
I think I know what mountain you're talking about.
yeah, so I thought that part was really cool that he put that in there, and then you can see the city right below it.
Yeah.
And then
Dope.
basically what it's signifying is I'm just kind of like off the grid, just in my own space, kind of working on my own thing. And me missing the train obviously is kind of like the whole summer season. Like this was basically the train.
Oh,
You didn't drop
it.
the project.
Yeah, this was the train was like, hey,
You gotta wait,
supposed to
you gotta
come
wait for the next.
back.
Yeah, you gotta wait for the next
Yeah.
train to come around. Like,
Yeah.
I like
Exactly.
that.
I
That's
see
crazy.
the concept.
So yeah,
I like that.
that was definitely the process as far as making this artwork, and he killed it. He killed it. And the cool thing is, I don't know if you guys have the back cover, but the back cover is basically this, like it's the same thing, but it's just in the other. It's kind of like a pan.
Ah, man, I should have checked your page. I
Man.
didn't get that.
Man, it's dope. It's dope. If whenever you guys get a chance to see, you guys can like put the two pictures together and get a full like picture.
Is it on your Instagram?
It should be on my Instagram. Yeah, it's
Let me see.
so if you go to the
Okay, so I see the video. I like how you did the animation video of it.
yeah,
Oh,
shout out
that's
to
why it
Homie
was in the
Greg.
video.
Yeah.
I didn't see that.
Okay,
So
and that's crazy. That's actually
yeah,
fire.
Yeah.
I actually have the. I'll show you. Give me 1 second.
Yeah, this is crazy right here.
I'll show you.
And then with the train moving too. Yeah, that's.
So this is the.
Yeah, it's fire. Animated and everything.
Yeah, right.
Oh, you got the.
Oh, that's okay.
Oh, dang.
This is the back.
Got the canvas of it.
Yeah, so this is like the one of one, you know.
Oh wait, hold up. Let me take this off. I'm gonna put you in the middle. If I could take this off.
So like as you can see, like you know how that the first picture was obviously this side of the tree. Now you got this
Yeah.
whole side of the tree right here, and then obviously you got the pretty much the track list. But basically what we wanted to do.
Okay, so I just kind of put up the one up here, kind of just a little.
It's basically like that.
Mm.
Wow.
Okay, that's that's dope, man.
dope.
When you put it back to back, that's fire.
So like
I ain't
basically,
nobody see anybody with a canvas album cover like that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You got
Crazy.
the real
one,
thing,
one of a
like-
kind.
but initially,
Yeah, exactly.
what
One
he
of a
did,
kind. That's a fact.
He wanted to like
Shout out Anthony,
cluster
bro.
it together to where it's like a front and a
Yeah,
back.
shout out Anthony for real.
Put that in the hip hop museum, man.
Man,
Yeah,
But
put that in the hip hop museum. Yeah, one day exactly like
Art-
when you
art
blow up
museum
for real,
for
bro.
real.
That's gonna be one of those like you're gonna have to like make it like 100 copies of those and like turn it into but like you see how that vinyl that I showed earlier, like
Yeah,
was
like
like if
Thomas,
you turn
right?
it into
like I
Like,
said,
you
I got
know,
ideas
that's
racing
on
as far as like merch and stuff goes with the whole
bro.
artwork. So I'm definitely got
Hey,
something.
and one thing, man, we cop merch. Like one thing about us three, like we cop merch. Like
Oh, yeah.
we showed stuff.
Oh yeah, we show
when
support.
we first started the podcast, you know, of a couple friends who had merch, things like
Right.
that, or stuff. But I
Yeah.
mean, like this is one of my favorite battle rappers. Like
Oh,
he
yeah.
got-
See?
so
All right,
yeah,
that's
this,
the
this,
thing,
we be
that's the thing.
copping
Yeah,
merch.
I
So.
mean, I got a good amount of things that I wanted to do, you know.
So we definitely copping it. That's for sure.
Yeah,
Whenever
so
you drop it.
once it drops, like I'll let y'all know.
Thanks. All right, man. So let's play the next track, and then we're gonna ask one more question, and then we'll do a quick discussion, and then we'll end it off with one more track, and like that.
Yeah.
So the next track that we're gonna be playing is "I Feel Stuck."
I feel stuck, and no one's gonna help me get out of the mud. So I try to do it all by myself, but some things keep me wrapped inside this belt. So I lower my tone, let the past be the past, let the present be here, let the music just play, let my life be long until my dying day. Let me have my music live on. Yeah, back to the drawing board, started from scratch. Scratching my head, reading my raps and praying everything just works out. Praying everything just works out. Nobody bother, I'm reaching higher plateaus, X's and O's inside the red zone, plotting how the rest go. I get stressed, always doubting myself, after my health, trying to fix a problem I felt was gonna change a couple years ago. But the process kept me in the zone, and now I'm feeling weaker mode, shifting to a deeper hole. Don't dig deeper, it's not your time to go. I'm waiting for help, but help ain't knocking at the door. With a shovel, a ladder, a place for me to grow. A sadder fucking moment where the batter never makes it home. I ain't trying to fade alone, I don't wanna fade at all. And I don't need a safer call, fishing for bigger moments on this slow day. No way, Jose. Don't take me to the place where the okays were okay, cause I'll shoot my old face and so another 2 day and act like I didn't just blow my old ways. I'm busy ranting, complaining about the other one. Really, I should be focused to never go out of order. I'm going up, flowing slower. I'm pouring up all the soda. I'm smoking my marijuana while chilling right by the border. Stuck, and no one's gonna help me get out of the mud. So I try to do it all by myself, but some things keep me wrapped inside this belt. So I lower my tone, let the past be the past, let the present be here, let the music just play, let my life be long until my dying day. Let me have my music live on. So let me make this clear, you don't want to see me freeze you on this path I steer. I know that everybody love, but once you push the fake, the ugly, the wicked, you come in blessed, anointed and filled with the spirit. I have ways of keeping energy, drilling in my name, my fame, I push a higher. Your drizzy, just make some way, cause it came from the IE, sounding like the type 2, go ahead and take the crown around you. This not a diss, I'm just future competition. The ones who blocked are gon' love it and open to hear me spitting. But until then, cooped in, spaces where the juice is. Bunches out the laces in cases, I'm making blueprints. Truth is, I don't know the future like that. But if I make it, just play this and we gon' cruise right back to how it used to be. I know it's not the same, I'm making moves to soothe all this pain I made.
Yo, I missed your call the other day, man. I've been hitting you back, but I know you're playing tag or you've just been busy. Anywho, ain't nothing but love, King. Hope you've been doing well. Hope you're healthy and all that good shit. Love you, my nigga. Get at me when you got some time, bro, alright? Stay blessed. Get rich. And shit. Fuck these hoes, man. Yeah.
He said, "What's up, fellas? It's got a bit of a Nuja Beast vibe. That's fire. Rest in peace to Nuja Beast too, because that's a sleeper too. Like a lot of people don't really be knowing about him, man. That's real. But yeah, I could tell from the beat. I could see him saying that. But yeah, bro, that once again, that's I Feel Stuck. Sorry Summer EP. If you're just tuning in right now, out now on all platforms, go check that. If you like what you heard, go check that out. You know, I mean, there's 8 tracks. It's a vibe. You're gonna rock with it. Right. But personally, for me, man, when I listen to that track too, after you know, kind of explaining, you know, a lot about the project, I feel like that one definitely sticks with the album cover.
Agreed.
Like that's like the, you know what I mean, kind of summarizes. Like you listen to that track and you look at the cover,
yeah,
and then
stuck outside.
Like, that's, you know what I mean. That's like,
right.
Man,
yeah,
that's one of those ones, bro.
That's definitely one of my favorites. I think that was definitely a time where I was like, I mean, the song just says it best. Like I literally was feeling stuck. Like
yeah, and that's one of those relatable, like you said, that's one of those relatable tracks, you know.
Right. And so it's like, you know, everyone has that moment, you know, where they're just like, what the hell did I do? I have no clue what I'm doing right now. So
yeah, and that's normal.
Right, 100%. And I think that's exactly what I wanted to have on this project, you know, just like a lot of just normal situations where people are like,
damn, I went through that too. Like
a lot of people can relate to that. You don't even got to be about music, but just like you feel stuck with what you're doing in life, you know, what you want to accomplish and what your goals are, you know, like you just feel like, you know, pretty much, yeah, you feel stuck. Like you want to, obviously, yeah, I know what you're saying, though, man.
Kayla said, "I'm tired. I got 3 hours of sleep. This man, we know, yeah." You want to get? I know. We know. We hear what you're saying.
Like, fuck me.
Kayla's like, damn. I want to say something, but I just
I feel stuck. Nah, I just feeling stuck.
I feel stuck. Yeah.
Especially when he was talking about, you know,
Trying to
writing
get
his,
across, man. That's the point. I'm trying to get across.
yeah.
Kayla said, "Yeah." Hey, Kayla's like,
We all relate.
that was a good one, Kayla. I see what you ain't slick. I see what you did there.
I said he stuck.
How to fool y'all real quick.
But no, yeah, definitely one of my favorites on the track or my project, if not my favorite on that project. You know, I think that's definitely a song I can always go back to. You know,
100%.
You know,
I
just
feel
like
like those are the timeless tracks. Like those are the ones that you could listen to anytime, anywhere, and that's the ones that like 10 years later, like we could be like, damn, remember that track? Go play it. Be like, oh yeah, like it.
Yeah,
Especially because the vibe and what you're talking about. You know, some people. I think that's what I respect the most about artists who deliver those type of messages in the tracks, and also just kind of talk about their life experience, but also it's something that it makes people feel like they're not alone. You know what I mean? That's one thing, even about hip hop, not all of hip hop, of course, but that lane specifically. Like you listen to that and you're like it's respectable when you have artists like that who, like yourself, who put that type of music out. You know what I mean?
Right.
Oh.
But yeah, no, I totally agree. I mean, there's music for everybody, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody has their way of enjoying music. But I know there's a lot of people that can easily just sit back, relax, and just vibe out to that kind of stuff, you know.
Facts.
But I think once again, this project has a song for every kind of occasion. You know, like you said, working out. You can listen to it in the shower. You can chill out, smoke to it, drive. Like it's just a lot of situations where you could bump this project.
The whole project, like you said, you can do whatever.
Right.
Yeah, just from them the Instagram promos, it was just like, this track, it's like when you high, this track is when you chilling, this track is when you
that
down.
head
So
and hurt.
Yeah, so you was already describing each track, before it really came out, you know.
So, but yeah, I Feel Stuck is definitely. I was talking to like a bunch of the homies, and they were like, "Yeah, this song is I like when you just like talking, like you just speaking real kind of thing, you know."
No, that's a fact. That's exactly how it is.
Exactly, because I mean, like you guys said, everyone can relate to stuff like that. So, you know, yeah, that one's number one for sure.
Thanks. Now, now that the EP is out, what are you most proud of? Of just everything that the whole process. What is the one thing that you're most proud of? It could be yourself, you know. It could be.
I think the growth for sure. I think the maturity of my music, I think for sure is definitely something that I can be proud of.
That's a good answer.
The fact that I have a project, you know, you do music, you know, you do one song and you're just like, okay, like, am I gonna do another one or is this it kind of thing, you know? So just the fact that I kept going and being on like that 9-month hiatus, people were kind of like, oh, is he gonna drop music anymore? Like, is he not?
Man, you don't gotta tell me.
Yeah, exactly. It's just like it's that's one thing I'm definitely proud of. Just me not stopping, you know, just continuing to go regardless of what obstacles are coming my way outside of the music realm, you know. So I think that's definitely what I'm most proud of.
Yeah, regardless of what the fans like, hey, y'all gonna get it, you know. It's gonna take me a little time. I just gotta, you know, be patient. You want things to be just right, just like you said.
Exactly.
Everything aligned with these tracks. So now, you know, it's all about, you know, timing.
And people still got, you know, real life, you know, it's still real life, you know what I mean? Like, and a lot that's been going on. We don't know what's going on in people's personal lives, you know. So it might take a little bit of time for someone to drop, you know, put out some music or even just find that passion, you know what I mean, to put that project out. Because the worst thing you want to do is just be like, all right, I'll give you something, and it's like half-ass, and it's nothing that you really put your heart, you know, you're all into, you know.
If you want to listen to that kind of thing, like if you dropped it, would you listen to your own track?
That exactly. It's like
if you're not,
just to satisfy, you know, somebody. What is that?
Nah. How you gonna put out something you're not even feeling yourself? You know?
Yeah, you're just dropping it because the fans like, hey, drop something.
Exactly.
Like, nah, I don't want to drop just something. You know?
Kendrick is throwing away fucking singles right now. Like, come on, you know.
Yeah.
I think over the years, you know, you start to realize like, okay, what songs you really like making, what songs you don't you like making. And that's when you kind of just filter out what you want to make and what you don't want to make in that time. And I mean, for me, I'm always all over the place. So what you hear on this project is probably what you're not going to hear on the next project. So it's definitely wanting to bounce to where I know I'm complimenting my own voice while satisfying my ears, kind of thing, you know.
Okay.
That's so I'm excited. I'm excited the project dropped, and I'm excited to make more projects and just deliver at this point, because it's a cool thing just to drop music again, because it was
that's real.
And just to hear like the
feedback and all that.
Exactly, just to hear the feedback, and it's just like, okay, it's like, all right.
I'm sure it makes you want you know you're going in the right direction.
Man, 100%, 100%. So
I'm not even gonna ask you what's next, because we're just gonna let this this project marinate. And next time we'll have you on.
I'll see.
Like we said,
you again soon.
You always work. Yeah, we'll probably just have you on a regular episode, just to like as a co-host or something, just a special co-host. Yeah, just so like I mean, so like I said, like we're definitely always gonna be following along. You know what I mean? Whatever's next.
We appreciate
facts. So but let's move on to this discussion, and then so we get this out the way, and then we'll play the last track, and then end this off. So the discussion that we have is, what do your parents think of rap? And we'll just go in a little circle. So we'll start off with our guest, and then we'll just
like this modern day of rap, or just in general.
That's a good question. I mean, I guess in general.
in general, probably.
Unless you want to do more modern.
Okay, if we're
because
doing,
I'm sure both.
If we're doing modern, my parents are like so about it. Like if they hear someone on the radio they like, oh, okay, that's cool. But if we're talking like old school rap, like that's more there. Like, and I'm not even trying to like dog them or anything on that, saying old, but.
They feel it more. They're like, yeah.
It's just they kind of music, like. But I think they usually listen to a lot more like smooth jazz, and my mom's definitely more of like an R&B kind of listener, and my dad's more of a like Michael Jackson, and kind of just like he pans in like that kind of era. So
yeah.
So
but if you're showing them something though, they're like, hey, like listen to this or something, or like having a conversation, because obviously you rap and make music, so I'm sure you had those conversations before.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because a lot of times, a lot of parents or just older people in general will categorize or stereotype hip hop.
Yeah.
Even though it's a broad, thing of music where there's so many different lanes. You know what I mean?
I mean, my parents would be cool about it. I mean, I think solely just because I know what they would like. I ain't gonna show them no ignorant stuff. Like, hey,
go listen to this Tiger song right here.
You know what I mean? Like
yeah.
If his song pops on the radio, chances are like my mom or dad listen to it, but are they gonna tell me like, yo, this is my song?
Yeah. Are you listening to that new Rack City?
Like, yeah, exactly. They're not gonna keep me updated on the new tracks that's dropping. So
that's funny.
Whatever I show them, they'll definitely enjoy. Some of the tracks here and there.
What do they think about your music?
Oh, they like my music. I mean, what they tell me. But nah, I mean,
behind the scenes, like,
but I think my parents enjoyed my music. I think in the beginning, it was kind of just like, oh, okay, nice. Like, you're doing music. That's cool.
Oh, that's man.
Once it got once it got to the point where it was like
you took it serious, like you really.
Yeah, that's when she started like really. My
they
mom
appreciated it more.
Yeah, and then my dad would be like, "Yo, I listened to this. This is dope. This is dope."
Yeah.
And he's like, "I be showing my coworkers and stuff like that." So.
That's real.
That's when you can definitely like see how much they like, how proud they are, kind of thing. So
that's dope.
I think they enjoy my music. Some songs they enjoy, other songs are just like near out the other kind of thing. But the ones that's them, they'll definitely keep and be like, I'm playing that back. Like
that's real.
But yeah, that's love though. It's all love. It's all love on there for sure.
What about you, Darneezy? How your parents feel about rap?
Mom,
That's
she feel kind of like weird, different about the music nowadays. Like it ain't the same. Like she was going back listening to Eazy-E,
Tell me she don't fuck
Tupac. She don't mess with new music. You saying?
She don't fuck with YBN? Not here.
No, I mean, there's a couple songs on the radio, but I mean, it's just kind of like the concept, and just kind of like the mumble rap, because like sometimes when we watch BET Awards, I think the Migos perform, and she like, it's cool, but what did they say? Like, they couldn't understand. She couldn't understand her. Like, it's just kind of like. Is this like with the music play now?
Do you remember when? Like, sorry to cut you off, but do you remember when there was one award show? I don't know if it was Grammys, but remember when Every Girl in the World was out with Young Money?
Young Money?
Yeah. They were performing that. They were performing. I think it might have been BT. Or they were performing. They bleeped out. They bleeped out
every word.
No, literally, bro. Half of the song, and my mom was just watching this like what is this? Like, what are we watching? Right?
People don't know what it is. They're like, it's so explicit. They gotta hear it outside of the award show. But
you mentioned Miley
Cyrus.
But nah,
is Miley Cyrus gonna holler at Mac Man? Whatever.
Yeah, that's crazy. Nah, my pop's more of like a beach dude. Like he kind of just like he only likes the instrumental. I remember we was playing Paul Wall back in the day. He just liked the instrumental. He didn't even like the instrumental. Yeah, he didn't even like the whole CD. That's what like Paul Wall had that one CD, like the computers and all that. Like it was way back. But I mean, it's just the new music is just they don't appreciate it a lot more than it was like the older music. Like Duhon was saying, like it's kind of like the sound is just not how they felt, and more respected wise, they don't appreciate it as much as like it's like, dang, I could grow to it, I could listen to it, but nowadays it's just like they ain't talking about nothing. So like, that's the only thing though. But
I'm not mad at that. What about you, Kev?
What's the question again? What are your parents here? Are we speaking of my biological parents or my mom and her husband? Are we talking about?
Well, just your mom.
Anybody,
not your like step. Who you were raised by? Who you were raised?
Who were you raised, son?
Neither. Oh, for my father, neither. So this is my mom. She listens to variety, man. I mean, of course she's white, so she listens to country, but like she listens to variety. I think my mom randomly, well, not randomly, but my mom's husband, he's from Louisiana, so he's I think Boosie's like one of his favorite rappers. So, so I'm sure
he's from Louisiana.
My mom, I don't know if she's aware of his antics, but I'm sure she's aware of his music. Obviously she, I'd be going ask my mom. We go to the local Sam Goody back in the day, and FYE and Target. Like I'd ask my mom for these rap CDs. She'd be like, "That's parental advisory," but like, okay. She ended up buying it for me anyway. But who the fuck are these rappers these kids listening to? Obviously, but I actually got into hip hop because I was back in like in the day when they play like music videos in the morning and shit.
Yeah,
like on VH1 or like MTV.
Oh, MTV. Yeah, in the morning, getting ready for school type. Yeah.
I just remember I was watching VH1 one morning, right? I was maybe in like first grade, second grade. It was like 2004, 2005, and I think it was VH1. But How We Do came on with a Game and 50 Cent.
50 Cent.
So that's why like I'm big on Game. People want to talk about his antics. I care less about that.
Hey, I'm about to watch his Dream Champs interview.
I'm for the music, but he's talking about though, man. He tried to say Kanye done more for him this past 2 weeks than Dr. Dre.
yeah, he didn't say that line. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, we can't speak on no one, the way they feel. That's just his, if he's emotional, or it could be, maybe we don't know the behind the scenes. Maybe Kanye did.
A lot of people on Twitter like, oh, here comes a lot of lies, but people just follow what everyone says, and I'm not gonna go against that rant, but back to what I was saying.
We could talk about. Let's talk about that when the interview drops.
How We Do came on, man, and you got 50 Cent in the Escalade and they at the club, and I was like, Mom, who this, right? Because I didn't see the opening credits, and then she's
that's what you said in second grade.
Man, Mom, who this? Who this?
That's what you said.
She's like, that's 50 Cent. I'm like, well, who the other guy? And she's like, she's like, I think that's his friend. Like she didn't know who it was. She's like, that's his
Yeah.
friend. I'm like,
His
okay,
friend.
that gives me a fucking answer. That's his friend. Okay. But that's, I saw the ending credits, so that's sort of like, I got the names, but
Right.
yeah, I just remember that morning specifically.
You probably seen the game. I thought that was Triple H. I thought Triple H was the game.
Right? Became,
He stole his name, huh?
yeah, tattoo syndrome. Like, this can change lives. And I know wrestling is fake, but I didn't know like they was wearing fake bodysuits and shit because he just turned to a different man. But but yeah, that's like my mom. She I don't think she would listen to it obviously, but like she's not one of those unseasoned people who are like turn that noise off a little.
Right.
Yeah.
Like
she's not tripping.
Like
some people be like turn that thing out right now.
Some mayonnaise folks,
It was like one of my favorite white people of all time.
The Karens, turn that music off.
No one in my family is a Karen, bro. No one's in my family is a Karen. I'll tell you.
That's a fact, bro.
Yeah, I'm definitely not a Karen. So
you're a Caleb.
It's jokes.
Yeah, man. That's pretty much. I gave you a background story on that, but yeah, man.
Oh yeah. No, that background. We need that. Well, even though I already knew that, but the people is that's for the people. For me, I mean, it's really like it's like I'll put it this way, and you guys will understand this. She'll she could listen to the Commons, the Talib Kweli, those guys, but she won't listen to the Too Shorts that what I mean, like of rap. Like, you know what I'm saying? Does that make sense? So it's like it's the whole spectrum of rap, bro. It's like and she's from she's from Oakland, so she knows all those artists. Like,
she's from Oakland.
Exactly.
Don't act like
my favorite word.
And the thing is, one thing I will say is even back then, it's hard to even say that because there was gangster rap and there was all that back then.
Yeah, like all that explicit go.
Yeah, just as a woman, you know what I mean. Like she's not trying to hear. She's not trying to hear. Basically, a woman. Yeah, she's always been more conscious, so she would rather listen to those artists. Even back then, they had there was always those artists in the '90s, and before there was always conscious.
Was she a big LL fan?
Nah, I don't think so. I don't think like that. Like she's not like a hip hop head. She listens to everything else. She's a huge, Prince. She'd be listening to like every other genre. You know what I mean? I think that's what most parents like. Hip hop is one of those things where it's like that's for us. You know what I mean? Like it's, but it's the same thing. Like we've had tons of like talks and stuff, but the music, same thing. Like kind of what you were saying, Duhon. Like what they like. So but like she won't know these artists. She might not know some of these artists, but I'm like, I'll show her like, or like we're in the car and I'll play a song and like, but I know what I'm putting on. Mm-hmm. Like I'm not gonna put on I'm not gonna put on that. Like I'm not gonna because I know she's gonna be like, what, turn this off. You know what I mean? Like
so this man on some 2 Live Crew.
Yeah. But you know what I mean? Like so like but that's really how it is. I think it's more about what are they saying? Like if I put on something more conscious or something that's uplifting women or something that's actually have some type of meaning, like she'll listen to that. She likes that side of hip hop.
Right.
But she don't like the like basically all the cursing and all that stuff. She don't mess with any of that.
You're telling me her favorite rapper is David Banner.
Who? You said David Banner?
David Banner.
Hey, what? Hey, David Banner got conscious though, so hey.
It's so random again.
Just hella random. He do got one album. He do got one album though. That's fire. I forgot what it's one of it.
Probably got one. Yeah, he got one. Probably got one.
He got multiple fire albums. But I'm talking about this one where he's like conscious though. Like
conscious rap.
Get like me with
but yeah, that's pretty much for me. And I would say my dad, I mean most of the time he was in prison, so he was already put on game, from there. Like he'd be sending like telling me like, like he was like back then, even when I was a kid, I was always a hip hop head even as a kid. Like Caleb knows, like I had the iPod and I was probably the only one at school with the iPod that had fucking DMX and the Locks and stuff in my iPod at 6th grade, just bumping this. Like
Girl
I was listening to Slum Village and I was listening to Slum Village in elementary. It's like, you know what I mean? Yeah.
Me mugging people.
Yeah, facts. I was looking at
the Nano.
want to listen to, hey, who's gonna listen to my iPod with me today? Like I always pick someone, like someone gonna listen to me with I got one earphone.
On the way home, 6th grade camp, bro. Darrell Banks was one up in you.
Oh my god! Oh, with the E40, you spelled me E40.
Man, our
He was going crazy.
And hyphy in there.
Yeah, nah, but I would say with my dad, the opposite with him is like,
yeah, man, I wonder what he doing. Like,
he likes more of lyrics. Like he's more into like lyrics. You know what I mean? So like I could put on a Nipsey song and he'll be like damn, like who is this? You know what I mean? Like I could put on a Benny the Butcher song and he likes he heard a gritty lyric and he's like, oh, like what is that? You know what I mean? Like so I could play more like stuff as long as it has lyrics though. Like as long as it's still a lyrical type of song, I can play anything. Yeah, but if it's something like I say, I can't play anything. But yeah, so that's pretty much. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I want to put this question on Twitter, see what people, some of the replies we get, because I'm sure people will probably say some crazy stuff. Like some people be like, "My mom would never let me listen to this. Like I gotta sneak around the hell." You know what I mean? Like so people got some crazy,
crazy stories.
Borders.
My mom threw away my my Ludacris CD. Is like, oh, all right, damn, like,
damn, whoa, throw away the CDs like that. Jeez.
Hey, bro, I'm sure there's some parents out there that like probably seen a explicit album in their room and was like, nah, let me.
They was listening to 2 Live Crew and was like, what?
This man said 2 Live Crew. Why you keep
2 Live Crew?
Listen to that.
It's like, what is this? Just, but yeah, man. But yeah, before we hop off, so once again, Duhon Sorry Summer EP out now on all platforms. We're gonna play one more track to just end the podcast. I'm just gonna play the song and I'm just gonna end the broadcast, and then we'll, we can speak after this. But what else, man? You got anything else to plug or anything else to say? Any advice or anything? What do you want to finish off with, man?
Appreciate everybody who's listening to the project. It's a lot of time, a lot of effort put into this. Definitely more to come. Definitely more to come. This is just the beginning. So, but nah, next thing I drop, I'll definitely gonna hop back on here. We're just gonna discuss it like we did before. So
yeah, facts.
Facts.
That's the fact.
Nah, we always gonna have you on. Appreciate you taking the time, for sure.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, for real. Appreciate you for hopping on today, man, and taking the time with us to discuss the project. Yeah, man, let's end it. We got one more track, and this is actually the intro, which is Hello. So this is the intro track. So it's actually, it works out. We're gonna play the intro track, and you can play the rest of the album as you went. That's how it works out. So let's play this last one. Oh yeah, and everyone be safe and have a good night.
Rest in peace.
Up until dusk and dawn, racing for Louis Vuitton, so we know. Early bird get the worm. On another path to success. Got the S on my chest, so we know. Never settle for the bottom, and I know my time coming. So I gotta keep on running. I know this was always meant for me. This a blessing and a curse, but I'm walking with my worth. Who knew? Living life inside the blue. Somehow I'm lost inside a scuffle with my mental saying take care of you cause you ain't going back, no. Losing the juice because of distance with the fans got me nervous how a nigga gonna treat this whole sound shit. Loudness over the problems equals the stress. I try to block out all distractions but slowly it steps down short to the ground core. I try to keep a perfect smile but mentally I'm just down for another season, another year, hoping it's quicker. I'm popping bottles like it's summertime, but it's the winter. So pockets thinner than the ice that I'm holding. Keep slipping up, you're missing out on the rollout I'm rolling. We gon' keep going, I said it, we gon' keep going. The Louis bag is central, hold on to this phone I'm pouring. We gon' keep going, I said it, we gon' keep going. The Louis bag is central, hold on to this phone I'm pouring. Up until dusk and dawn, racing for Louis Vuitton, so we know. Early bird get the worm. On another path to success. Got the S on my chest, so we know. Never settle for the bottom. And I know my time coming, so I gotta keep on running. I know this was always made for me. Just a blessing and a curse, but I'm walking with my worth. Who knew? Living life inside the blue.